Hello, my fellow YouTubers. How you doing? Sorry, I haven't made a few videos. I've been slacking off. I had surgery a couple of weeks ago, so trying to get my back to my health. I'm about 90% right now. So now my channel is Phil's Golden Years. So you know my backstory if you've watched my videos. And today I'm going to do. Or the topic will be on a comment I received that. Well, I put Filipinas on a pedestal, obviously, because I feel blessed. And the comment was that Filipinas aren't magical; they're like any other woman, and that's true. And I agree 100% on that. Okay. Now the difference is it's a society and how they grow up and their environment and how they grow up. For example, a Filipino grows up in a poor, impoverished society. Their salaries are like $5, $10 a day if they're lucky, and they got very little, so they're not materialistic. They're family oriented, compassionate people. They're always happy. You always see them smile. When haven't you seen a smiling Filipina? Now this is in most cases. This is not 100%. I get comments saying, "Oh no, not all Filipinos are like that," but most of them are. There's a good percentage of them are, majority. So basically, they grow up like this, and they're loyal to their husbands and caring to their kids. So that's a Filipino. That's what makes them happy, caring for their husbands and their children and their families. Now, on the other hand, American women or Western women, they grow up with everything available to them. I mean, they work hard for it, obviously. I mean, nothing is given to you living in the States. You have to work, 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 and you owe. So, but you got a lot. You got a nice car, you got a nice house, nice clothes, uh, beautiful shoes. You got everything you want pretty much in most cases, not all cases. Again, I'm generalizing on both sides, so I don't mean this on everybody. So you see where I'm going, right? So how the Filipina grows up and how the American woman grows up. Now I saw a video recently, a group of American women they're talking about relationships and stuff and how they can support themselves. They're career oriented. They don't need no man, and that's the mentality there are with most American women. So I'm 55 when I met my wife back 9 years ago. Okay, for me back then, that doesn't do me any well. I can't do anything with that. I need a more traditional woman that's going to be there for me, loyal, take care of me in my golden years as I get older. You know what? When I'm 70 or 80 and I don't have anybody, I'm going to be stuck in a nursing home with some nurse taking care of me and changing my diaper or anything. No, 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 no. Hopefully I never get that bad. But you never know. Eddie. Life is not guaranteed. We don't know how long we're going to live. So, but you want somebody in your final years or your golden years, hopefully they're 20, 30 years or more, that we have, someone to take care of you. And I feel like I have that with my wife. Now, we're married for 9 years next month. She's a loving wife. She's compassionate. Uh, and obviously Filipina. So, I was divorced for 12 or 13 years when I met her. Now, I couldn't date an American woman. I did date some, but you know what? They're more concerned about how much money you have and how much you're going to spend on them and how you're going to take care of them. That's their priority. Yeah, Filipinos are looking for financial support, but for different reasons. Are you going to have a roof over their head? Are you going to feed them? Do they have to worry about being fed tomorrow? Are they going to have food? All that kind of stuff. Surviving. So that's a difference. So you guys that are tight with your money and you don't want to take care of your wife and your money is your money, you're tight with it. Okay, this video is not for you. Filipinos aren't for you. All right, because they're not that way. Okay, so you know what? My wife works. She's independent. She was that like that when I met her. So she wasn't looking for money. Still, she's working right now. She makes decent money, and I'm not working. I'm retired. I just get Social Security. So she's basically supporting us right now. Our money goes into one account, and We sometimes we help our family out if they need stuff. I'm not talking about a lot of money, just little bits here and there. Uh, we have enough to survive, to live comfortably, and right now we're in the States. We've been here for 3 years and contemplating moving to the Philippines in June of next year. We have a 7-year-old daughter who's going to graduate second grade in May, so that's why June is our target. And so there's a difference. So if you look at, I can understand that if you're a senior and you're single or you're in your 50s and you see YouTubers like myself who are doing fabulous with Filipinas, they hit the jackpot. I'm blessed, and there are a lot of other retired men and expats who met the perfect Filipina that would take care of them, and they're also blessed. So you see this going on, and you say, "Oh, I want that. I want something like what he has." And I can't blame you. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame you at all. Of course. You know what? We want to be happy in our final years or golden. I don't like to say final years. Let's say golden years. You know. So there's a way to approach it. All right. Now there are hundreds and hundreds of videos on meeting the right Filipina or meeting the scammer, avoiding the scammer. So you have to do your homework. You watch these videos because they are educational. And you may think they're stupid, and some of them are a little ridiculous, but most of them you can learn something from. And now I've got some videos on it, so I'm not going to get into detail, but just to go basically, the best way to meet a Filipina: don't be desperate. Take a trip to the Philippines. Take a month or longer if you can. Travel the provinces, the cities. The provinces is your best bet to meet a more traditional Filipina. Now remember, they're very shy. They might not like the way they speak English, so they might not want to talk to you. It doesn't mean they're not interested in you. So don't just walk away and say, "Oh, forget about it. I'm not going to deal with this." Because the one that approaches you, she has an alternative motive and wants you for your financial support. Now, again, going back to the financial support thing, it's not a bad thing, but some are scammers and some aren't. So that's what you need to watch, the red flags. So I'll give you a quick example. I met my wife. She was working on the job. I friend her on Facebook, so I got to see her social background. I would comment to her every few days, and finally asked her out. We went out a couple of times. I didn't know there were women like this, so I wanted to keep this one. Long story short, I ended up marrying her. We're married for 9 years. We've got a 7-year-old daughter with each other, so I'm happy. You know what? Life couldn't be any better right now. I had surgery a couple of weeks ago. She stood by me. She cared for me. Not that an American woman wouldn't do that. I'm not saying that. But before I met my wife and I dated American women, they're only interested in your wallet size and what you're going to spend on them. Okay? So there's a big difference. And now all the good American women, they're married 50, 60 years or longer. All right? They're not leaving their husbands. They're satisfied. They're retired or whatever. And they got everything they need. They're not looking for you. Now, the good Americans that are divorced, they went through such a bad marriage, right? They're apprehensive about dating you and meeting you or even going out with you. So you got to work real hard for that. And still, you know what? There's trust issues and everything else. Some of them work out. But in my opinion, if you're an elderly person, you're better off looking for a Filipina, going to the Philippines, like I said. Watch the videos on meeting Filipinas, and that's the best way to do it. I wish you the best of luck. If you have any good comments for me, post them. The bad comments, I don't want to hear. You know what? Like, this is all my opinion and what my experiences and what I've learned. If I could help anybody else. And please subscribe to my videos so I can keep going. I'm going to keep doing this anyway, if anybody's watching them or not. I got nothing to do. Like I said, I'm retired. Thank you. You have a great day and a blessed day.